Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, we're going to have fun today. Jose Lopez in the building. What's going on? Control LaGrew, what's going on? All things in the building. Denali Smith, what at it? Yeah, man, back at it again, dog. Back at it again. I'm going to be talking real bad about Devin Haney today. I'm going to be talking real bad about Bill Haney today. I'm going to be talking kind of good about Tim Bradley. We're going to talk about anything you guys want to talk about today, as the greatest hype job in the history of boxing has fallen apart. I've done my research. There has never been a greater hype job than Devin Haney. I don't think that I can think of. There's never been anybody that has been exalted and given so much who has crashed so badly in such a short amount of time. And I have to tell you, dude, that I'm very, very happy about it, man. Shout out to Jake Paul for putting on a better card than Turkey. Absolutely, Marcus Bridges. Troy Head said, good morning, Fanon and Chad. God is great. Hope y'all are well. Yes. Oh, hold on one second. I got to do something real quick. I'll be right back as y'all come on in the building. All righty. Man, where do I start with Devin Haney? I think I should start with Bill Haney. I talked to you guys yesterday, man. If you guys didn't recall, I'll wait for you got 100 people to get in, man. Turkey playing in Brokeback Mountain. Man, I think these guys are all out there in Brokeback Mountain, man. No joke, man. There's a lot of hey, look, today, if you guys could support with super chats, that would be great, because I'm going to get this live stream is going to get demonetized. Because I found out whenever you talk about Devin Haney beating up pregnant women, who would have known that YouTube doesn't want to put ads on things where you talk about Devin Haney being accused of beating up pregnant women? Can I ask you a question, man? If your son beats up pregnant women, do you consider yourself to be a good father? I'm wondering. Because I had my son when, I have a son, and I remember when he used to throw temper tantrums at his sister. And whenever he would throw a temper tantrum at his sister, and his sister could be bigger than him, 5 years older, right? I didn't care that she was 5 years older. I said, you do not talk to women like that. You don't raise your hand to women. And I had to tell my son that several times, right? Because, hey, my son will fire off every once in a while. And, there's a lot of rap songs out there that tell you that it's okay to hit women. So I have to wonder whether or not you guys think that if you heard your son was punching his pregnant girlfriend in the stomach, slapping around his pregnant girlfriend, whether or not you think that you are a good example as a father. And I have to tell you, Bill, I think with the answer is resounding. No, you're not a good father. No, you're not. Because something you didn't do that got that boy acting like that, just because somebody won't give him a phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Just think about if all this stuff is true, which it is. Okay, let's cut to the chase. More than likely it is. I don't know that it's true, but I believe it's true. In the stomach. No, yeah, I think that's. I don't know if she said she hit him in the stomach or she knocked him down when she was pregnant and landed on her. I don't know if he punched her in the stomach. Let me go back. So let me tell you, Darren, my verdict is in on you, Bill. No, you're not a good father. I don't believe that you are. I believe that you raised a narcissistic, reactionary, violent, immature young man who has no problem lying, no problem manipulating, and no problem screwing people over. So no, I don't think you were a good example for your son, because I don't think you're a good example for anybody. So if you can't be a good example for anybody, how can you be a good example for your son? All you're trying to teach your son is how to be a bad example for somebody else. That's what it looks like to me. So, and then he punched her in the stomach and pushed her on her tailbone. Thank you, Control Gru. Punched her in her stomach, Oh, because you know why? Because you don't want to get bruises on her face. She's kind of light skinned. Oh, yes, sir. Marcus Bridges with the Cash App. Yes, sir. Let me get right to it. Man, because this shit is definitely finna get demonetized. Much love in the cat in the super chat. What? YouTube's a little delayed. As soon as it comes in, I get it. Not YouTube, but it says it's there, but I don't see the. Okay, there to go. Marcus Bridges in the building said, Devin's a bitch, so is his rat ass daddy. $10 holler on Devin is a bitch, and so is his rat ass daddy. Devin is a bitch, and so is his rat ass daddy. Thank you. Hey, what's going on? Carnell Tanks and say, keeping you monetized through the monetization. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Carnell Tanksley. Thank you, because you know full well they finna hit me for this one. They are definitely finna hit me for the one I'm about to talk bad about you, because I'm tired of you, Bill. Hey, Jameson Childress says, support for the show, my guy. Thank you, Jameson Childress. Man, big time baller. Thank you, bro. Took her a year to feel it. Devin ain't got no punching power. Nah, she set his ass up. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that he got his ass set up. I really do. Did I put this shit on Twitter? I hope I didn't. All right, I didn't put it on Twitter. I didn't put it on Twitter because I get sick of Bill trying to talk crazy. What's going on, Barbara D? The beautiful Barbara D. So let's get back to this. Are you a good father? Remember how he put everybody's fatherhood into question, and how he tried to tell the story of this wholesome father and son team. Devin Haney I think Devin Haney is a concoction of Bill Haney that is there for the satisfaction and the elevation of Bill Haney and Bill Haney alone. I think Devin Haney's personal shit is secondary to Bill Haney's personal shit, because Bill Haney is more concerned about Bill Haney's celebrity than he is Devin Haney's safety. I said, I'm setting you up if you did it. Hold on. Am I setting you up if you did it? Hell yeah. Yes, you setting them up if you did it. Look, I know how this shit works. Yes, she set him up. But guess what? He did it. I set people up all the time. Watch this shit. If I put $100 bill right on my desk, and I just sit it on my desk, and I leave the door open and I walk out, I got a video camera right there waiting to see who's going to pick up that $100, who's going to walk by it, who's going to pick it up, and whether or not it disappears. Guess what I'll know for that $100? I'm going to know who the thief is, at least who a cheap thief is, by letting 100,000 sit out there. So she says to Devin, you got a little dick, Dev. Can you imagine? She's like, man, I'm so tired of you with your little dick ass. That's all she has to say to that dude, and he's going to blow up. That's all she's got to say. That's all she got to say. She just got to say something to you. What do you call it? It's called, is it passive-aggressive narcissism? It's where you have narcissism and is hidden inside of female fragility. I think that's what they call that shit. They say that it is women have there are women narcissists. A lot of times people think men are the only narcissists. That's not true. There are female narcissists, but female narcissists do it differently. They do it by crying. He made me so scared. I don't know what to do. Mr. Police Officer, I don't know what to do. I'm shaking. I'm so scared. Don't worry. Calm down. We'll put him in the cop car and take him away. Okay. Don't worry about it. We will. Come on, man. Come on. You got to leave this scene, sir. Get right in the house. Hey, dumbass nigga. Get right in the house. Wipe their fucking face off. Dumbass nigga. Got you. Then you two female allergic to accountability. Look, I'm just trying to covert narcissism. What it's called is covert narcissism. Thank you. If that's what it is, covert narcissism. Yeah, women tend to be covert narcissists. They will cry, and as soon as they start crying, you better stop talking. As soon as they start crying, you better sit down just like this. Because Johnny Law is gonna be on the way if you act funny. Diddy Haney. So anyway, yeah, I think he got set up. I think he got set up. You know why I think he got set up? Because she has it all documented. She knows the date. She has the date. She has the text. She even got this dude to threaten her life. Devin, what are you going to do in the streets to a pregnant woman, man? What are you going to do in the streets to the mother of your babies, man? What are you going to do in the street, Dev? Let's go back to whether or not Bill Haney's a good father or not. Now, I am not above threatening somebody's life. I will make an honest admission here. Scout's honor. Scout's honor. I am not ashamed. I am not afraid of threatening somebody's life. I have done it many times with the intent of carrying through with that shit. Okay? So don't get me wrong. I know I ain't tripping on somebody necessarily threatening somebody. But are you supposed to be threatening a woman who is your mother of your baby with some shit going on in the streets, Dev? Let's get this back, Dev. Let me repeat, Dev. I'm not tripping on the fact that Devin Haney put out a death threat. I put out death threats. I do death threats on a regular basis, and I am dead serious about them. I am dead serious. When I be spinning out, I be dead serious about it. Dead serious about it. But it's never directed towards little kids, women, never directed at little kids or women. I let women handle women, and I let women handle little kids. Men are supposed to be handling men. Okay, Dev? So when you want to sit up there and act big, bad, and bold about what you're going to do in the streets, you're supposed to say that to somebody like me. You're supposed to say, hey, Martin, you fucked up. We got to handle this in the street. I will then laugh at your ass and say, dog, you don't want that. I will laugh at you and tell you you don't want that. But whatever. At least you did it to a man. At least you did it to a man. All right. Ooh, B. I swear, Tyler Perry would love this storyline. Another violent black man. You know how it goes. You look, man. Like I said, I don't have any problem with anybody talking about what they're going to do in the streets. But you shouldn't be saying that to the mother of your baby. She's in your house. She's not supposed to be in the street. Okay? That is you know what I'm saying? Like Bill, Devin, you guys are coming apart. You guys are coming unhinged. That's what's going on. Bill getting caught cocaine in it over. You got Brian Norman Jr. First thing Brian Norman Jr. said was, you want an 8-ball, bitch? Go get an 8-ball, bitch. First thing he says to Bill Haney is go get an 8-ball. Shuts down the whole conversation by pointing out that Bill is out there on TV snorting up that yeah, yo. And you know what they say? Never get high on your own supply, man. You know what I mean? That's why I don't believe you, dog. I think the real dudes stay clear of the shit that they selling, bro. You know? Victor. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the verdict is out on Bill and his familyness, dog. Bill, you should shut the fuck up about being a good dad, okay? Because Devin is from a broken home. You can say it's true or not. Where's his mama? Where is Devin's mama to teach this boy not to be slapping up on his girlfriends? Where's the respect for his mother? Okay? Because let me tell you why I wouldn't touch nobody's mother. Because the first nigga to touch my mother, I swear to God, you have no idea what's going to happen to you if you touch my mother. You touch my mother, nigga, I'm coming with machetes. Okay? So, who did not teach Devin to keep his hands off women? Who didn't teach him that? Bill? So no, Bill, you're not a good dad. You are a failure as a father. You are a failure as a trainer because your son literally got the shit beaten out of him by Ryan Garcia, somebody you said was an underwear model. You said he was an underwear model and an exhibition fighter, and Devin literally got the boo-boo knocked out of his anus all over the back of his pants, rolling around on the ground. Hey, what if a woman is bigger and stronger than you? Dog, there is no woman bigger and stronger than me, okay? If you got a woman bigger and stronger than you, nigga, you got a problem, okay? That's what you got. If you see, watch this. If you see a I don't know. If I see Brittany Griner, no, I'm going to fucking tackle Brittany Griner. I'm not going to punch her. I'll probably knock her down something. I don't know. If you got, you know what I'm saying? My cousin was married to a woman that's 6'3" and played in the WBA. That motherfucker strong, bro. I know she is. Especially through the hips, nigga. Woo-wee. Look, there's always exceptions to rules. I'm going to tell you right now, if Clarissa Shields comes running up on me trying to talk about fighting, I'm pulling out a jammy. I'm pulling out a jammy on her. I'm telling you right now. If you really think a woman got a chance to hurt you, nigga, you need to back up. You need to back up, shut your mouth, and stop trying to make that woman mad. But hey, my brother gave me the rule. My brother's like, look, don't ever touch her unless she got something in her hand. If she got something in her hand, then it's all it is. Once she got something in her hand. But if she ain't got something in her hand, come on, man. You can just go the other way. Nigga, I'll run her, bro. Jump on Brittany Griner, dog. I'm tackling that, bro. I'm tackling her, bro. That shit ain't happening, man. Hell no. She ain't about to jab me from halfway across the room. Yeah, better use that lateral movement. He said it came out. Old girl told Devin his pipe is the smallest she'd ever seen. Now, look. Can it? Hey, hold on. What's going on with Southpaw? And why are you fuckboys putting me in a picture, in a meme, like I'm stabbing Southpaw? Can anybody tell me what's going on with this Southpaw, this meme I saw? Somebody shared a meme. And it was like all of these different YouTubers, they were all attacking Southpaw. If anybody saw that, I want to be very clear, bro. I have nothing against Southpaw. And I have no idea why you guys would put me in that bullshit mix. I'm telling you, whenever you do this shit, you're going to cause yourselves problems. You put me in a car with that nigga, that bug-eyed nigga, and I ain't never been riding with that nigga. The one I don't understand why you would put me in that damn picture, though. I would just want to let you know, if y'all see that because somebody shared it with me, I have no problem with Southpaw. It's someone trying to start some shit. Yeah, I ain't got no problem with Southpaw. And I would appreciate if y'all would stop doing that dumb shit. Don't put me in the mix with you, nigga. They actually got me, Blue Blood, and Showbiz stabbing Southpaw. Bro, if anything, I would have been picking up a shiv, fighting with Southpaw, and stabbing you niggas. What are you talking about? When I saw it, I was like, man, I would have got my shiv and got these niggas. Yeah, bro. So anyway, I don't know what little gang shit you niggas got going on. Because I know you niggas like your little gang talk because you niggas little petty niggas. Let me be assured, I support Southpaw. So if you niggas trying to gang up on Southpaw, you're going to be ganging up with Southpaw with me on the cell block. If you're going to put me in a car, put me in Southpaw's car. Don't put me in there with them group of busters. Don't put me in there with them group of busters, okay? Fuck Showbiz, fuck Blue Blood, fuck everybody else that you said through your little meme was going at Southpaw, because I'm not going at Southpaw. I'm cool with Southpaw. I haven't seen Southpaw in a while, but I'm cool with Southpaw. And if there was a physical fight with me and Southpaw, me and them niggas around, I'm fighting with Southpaw for sure. Okay? So don't get it twisted, nigga. I don't know what kind of bullshit you niggas got going on. But if I'm in a car with anybody, I'm in a car with Southpaw. If I have to get in a car with any of you buster niggas, I'm going to get in the car with him. Ain't no fucking way. Just because y'all all black don't mean I fuck with you niggas. Just be real. I don't know what kind of cornball shit you niggas is trying to sell. Trying to attack Southpaw and use me to do it. Just like you tried to do that shit and put me next to that bug-eyed Uncle Tom coon nigga, Showbiz. And Showbiz with your fake numbers, keep my shit from around me. I'm just telling you. I want y'all to know flat out. Whichever one of you little gossipy niggas put that shit together, bro, I'm cool with Southpaw. If we had to be in a jail cell and there was Blue Blood, who else was in that shit? It was Blue Blood, it was Bug Eyes, and it was somebody else, bro. I can't remember who it was. But if it was going down, nigga, me and Southpaw going at them. Not the other way around, bro. Don't try to put me in no car with them niggas, man. I don't appreciate it, bro. Y'all gotta keep your little gang shit to the side. I don't fuck with Blue Blood. I don't fuck with Southpaw. I fuck with Southpaw. I don't fuck with Blue Blood. I don't fuck with Bug Eyes on the streets. And I mean the streets. You niggas want to do the YouTube shit. I know what you niggas is trying to do. You trying to place and trying to imply that you guys have some type of bond with me in the streets. No, you do not. I would clip you, and you. What the fuck you talking about? Don't try to put me up there and try to create some shit. I like Southpaw. Southpaw's cool to me. Fuck the Haneys. I mean that too. Don't try to slip me in that car. I saw it. Somebody sent me that shit. That's the second time you little street niggas try to act like these niggas is in my family. Blue Blood is not in my family. Showbiz for sure ain't in my family. Them niggas ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't support them. And matter of fact, I want to actively subvert them. So don't get around here trying to talk about this, that, and the other thing, trying to make up some shit. I'm cool with Southpaw. I don't fuck with you. So don't put me in no picture with me stabbing Southpaw in the back. Because guess what? I don't stab niggas in the back. I'll shoot you in your face first. I'll shoot you in your face before I stab you in the back. You got me out there stabbing a nigga in the back. Get the fuck out of here. You niggas stab people in the back. You niggas pull out shanks. I don't pull out shanks. I can't believe you niggas try to do that. I know what you're trying to say, so let me say it loud. Fuck Blue Blood. I've heard Blue Blood. Blue Blood wants to make up. Blue Blood wants to be friends. Southpaw wants to be friends. They don't want to beef with me. They want to be my friend. But I don't want to be their friends, so these niggas got to act like they don't like me. I don't want to be their friends. There will never be any coming together with me and Blue Blood or me and Southpaw and me or any of them niggas. Not never, never. You understand me? Never. The shit when I say I don't fuck with niggas, I don't fuck with you and I don't fuck with you forever. I don't appreciate you niggas trying to come up with some cornball shit, Bill, to try to put me in with those group of clowns going to Southpaw. Southpaw's from Chicago. I don't stab niggas from Chicago in the back. Matter of fact, I don't stab nobody in the back. I'll come straight to your face, bro. I meant to say Showbiz, not Southpaw. Thank you. You know what it is. I fuck with Southpaw. I fuck with Southpaw. That's my guy, Southpaw. I don't fuck with Blue Blood. I don't fuck with Showbiz. I don't fuck with you niggas at all. So stop acting like you my family. Stop acting like you're my friends. Stop trying to call niggas to try to get meetings with me, because I'm not taking no meetings with you. The only thing you're going to meet if you keep fucking around with me is your end. That's the only thing you're going to meet. Phineas Assassin said 8 o'clock. Hey, yeah, come on. Hey, 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. I'm about 20 minutes late. Hey, man, here's a link so you can get me off this. I want to make that statement, though. Don't you get confused. There's media people out here that tried to make it look like I had a problem with Southpaw and that I would stab Southpaw in the back along with Showbiz and Blue Blood. I want to be very clear. I can't stand Blue Blood. I can't stand Showbiz. I would never, ever, ever support them in anything they do, except for them getting off YouTube. That's the only thing I would support. So while you're since you niggas know you can't fuck with me, let me tone my voice down a little bit and get real. Since you cornballs finally figured out that you have no chance to touch me, you cornballs finally figured out that I am much bigger than you thought I was, and you already knew I was big, but then you found out how much bigger I was than you thought I was, so that even you ganging up on me won't work. All of you niggas could gang up on me and I wouldn't even notice you. That's how small you guys are to me. That's how small you are to me. I barely notice you. People have to tell me what you're doing. That's how small you niggas are. So now that you figured out how small you are in comparison to me, how Turkey can't touch me, Daniel Kinahan couldn't touch me, Bob Arum can't touch me, Devin can't touch me, Bill can't touch me. You could pull out John fucking Gotti, and John Gotti couldn't touch me. None of them can. Since you figured that out, it only took you, 7 years of trying to get me to figure out you needed to stop that dumb shit. Now you want to act like you're my friend and put me in there with a bunch of bums with fake views, no intellect, completely bought off, and willing to say anything that you guys want them to say. So you put me in a car with you put me in a car with them the first time. I know prison slang, Bill. The car is your gang. So when you put me in a car with Showbiz, you tried to convince people that me and Showbiz were the same. You even said this nigga was from Chicago, like I'm from Chicago. The whole phony baloney setup. He keeps taking all my talking points, putting his talking points out on his channel just to try to distract people and give them something that looks a little bit like me, but is much more conducive to the message that you want to deliver, Bill. You're not smart, Bill. I know that nigga is a plant, okay? I know he's a plant. So he's not in my family, Bill. Just like I want to break some news to you, Bill. You're not in my family either, homie. You're not in my family, bro. So the leeway you think you have, bro, you don't have, okay? And I'm going to even tell you even more so. Even if you were in my family, you have no leeway because I run my family. I run it. You don't run it. My sisters don't run it. My brother don't run it. My parents don't run it. My kids don't run it. I run it. And you can't fuck with me. So, Bill Haney, do not pay anybody else, because I'm blaming you, Bill, for that shit. Because that is a Bill Haney media move. Do I know Bill Haney put that shit out? No, I don't. Am I going to blame him for it? Yes. Because it works for you. Why would I be stabbing Southpaw? Mr. Fuck the Haneys. Blue-blooded, first of all, you're going to try to put me in with a number one guy saying, fuck the Haneys, to the number one to the Devin Haney dick suckers? Showbiz asks you 1-2 tough questions. Oh, now I look like I'm standing up to Bill. No, you're not. You're just copying me, you fuck. I've been destroying Bill for 3 years. You niggas didn't say nothing about Bill. All of a sudden, you want to have a healthy amount of criticism just so you can say that you're balanced. Anyway, I know the prison jargon, okay? If you put me in a cell block, and all the black people are together on a cell block, and Southpaw is getting assassinated in a jail by us. No, sir. No. I don't fuck with Blue Blood, and I want everybody to know this. I do not fuck with Blue Blood Sports TV at all. He has been making overtures to me that I have not missed, but I do not care about. Fuck off. Showbiz is probably scared for his life. That's the only thing I can say about him. This nigga is definitely aware. that make believing being me is very dangerous. You appropriating my content is a dangerous, dangerous move. Ever since Ryan knocked out Dev, them Uggs is been nothing but downhill from them. I got Devin crashing out weekly. Yeah, man, they put me in a car. They put me in a jail. First of all, nigga, you put me in a jail cell and making me stab somebody in the back. Like, oh, we all hate Southpaw. Let's all attack Southpaw. Nah, bro, why don't y'all all attack me? Do me a favor, Bill. I want you to take everything that you have, everything Blue Blood has, everything all you niggas have, and I want you to throw it all at me. All of it. All of it. Throw it at me, you pussy. Throw it at me. Throw it at me. Anyway, I ain't in your little petty gang. Let's get that straight. I'm not in your petty gang. I'm not on the same level as Blue Blood, Southpaw, or Showbiz, or you, Bill. I'm not on your level nowhere near. Matter of fact, let me say it in the way that you'd understand it. None of you niggas is on my level, remotely near my level, and it's an insult to me that you even try to associate yourself with me. Because, Bill, you're a snitch. Victor Conti, you're a snitch. You guys are government informants. That's what I was told. I was told that the reason that you guys think that you are so untouchable is that you guys are really a bunch of fucking government informants. That's what I was told. So you think you can do anything because most of the crimes you commit are designed to catch other people. Let me repeat. Let me explain to you the mob ties of these boxing people. I did my research. Let me explain the mob ties of these youth, of these people. They're snitches who are setting up stings on you so they can commit the crimes because they're trying to set you up. So they wind up being the only ones that get very light sentences while everybody else does full bids and all the other shit that comes along with it. So you know you can't fuck with these snitches because these snitches can call the feds on you at any time. That's their mafia connections. No, they're just snitches who are snitching out the mafia. That's what they're doing. They're snitching out smaller units of the mafia, and they're working in tandem with them, and they're taking their money, right? Because what happens to drugs and stings? Does anybody know what happens with the drugs and a sting? Let me explain to you what the police do when they catch you with your drugs. They keep the drugs, is what they do. They keep them. And you know what then they do with those drugs? They put them on the street again and they resell them. So no, this ain't no paperwork. This is what people told me. This is what people told me. And I'm not talking about him specifically, but I am. Anybody that does the crimes that they say that they're doing and are walking away bragging about it on television is a fed, bro. Take it, keep it, and resell it. Right. So guess what? The drugs they're giving you are fed drugs. They're literally selling you the drugs that they caught from somebody else. So that's their supply chain. Their supply chain is the police. Their supply chain is the police. Why? Because they're police. They're police. And yes, you guys have been taped. And yes, you niggas is getting indicted. And we know you're getting indicted. Stop. Well, here's the thing. You can't tell anybody you're getting indicted. But I'm trying to get you niggas indicted. Trust you me. Because you know what? I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I don't sell drugs. I don't move guns. I don't do any of that stuff. All I do is YouTube. You niggas trying to be stars and trying to trap people. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get buddy-buddy with you over boxing. They tell you they try to get buddy-buddy with you over boxing. And then they try to get you to cut a deal here, cut a deal there. And before you know it, you're arrested. You find out they're a Fed. And now you got to do whatever they tell you to do. It's that simple. It's that simple. But guess what, buddy? I'm up here. I'm way up here, homie. I'm way out in the stratosphere, dog. I'm in the stratosphere. You niggas, I'm in the stratosphere. Okay? You ain't gonna get me on no shit like that, and I'm never gonna participate in no shit like that. Why would I do that, Bill? So let's get to these army fatigues you guys like to wear. If you see somebody wearing army fatigues, what are they? They're telling you they're in the military. This nigga blue blood false flag in the military. Blue blood false flags Illuminati. You niggas think there's a real Illuminati. Seriously, man. I'm looking at you guys like your guys are clowns. For real. And I want you to know that I know you niggas is going to jail. I'm the one sending you there. And I'm extremely happy that you're going. Extremely happy that you're going. This sounds like Frank Lucas. Frank Lucas was small potatoes. Let me tell you something, man. Frank Lucas was small potatoes. Bumpy Johnson was small potatoes. Those guys are small potatoes, man. Those guys are small potatoes. If you know their names, they're small potatoes. I'm telling you, if you know their names, they're small potatoes. That's what they are. If you know their names, they're small potatoes. I know who these dudes work for, bro. You don't know their names. You don't know. Several of them are in here. And I'm going to tell you flat out, some of the biggest cats are in this chat right now. And they're the ones they trying to get to. They trying to get to y'all. Not Frank Matthews. Nah, I'm telling you, bro, they're small potatoes, bro. Dude, my great-grandfather was a merchant marine, bro. These dudes was moving heroin. They were moving heroin in the 1890s, bro. Truckload, boatloads full of it, okay? Like I say, they tater tots, dog. They little. They little, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Let me tell you how small potatoes you are. And you guys are not going to believe this story. John Gotti was small potatoes, bro. John Gotti was small potatoes. That's why he went to jail. All you got to know, did he go to jail? Let me ask you a question. Did John Gotti go to jail? Yes. That means he's small potatoes. If they went to jail, they're small potatoes, bro. The big dudes don't go to jail. You know why? Because you can't keep them in jail. If they put Monty, okay, that's fine. You just asking. Yeah, John Gotti's small potatoes. Any mobster that you see go to jail, he said Godfather Harlem was a sidekick, was a sick show. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's what's up. Bumpy, Malcolm X, Ali, crazy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Diddy small potatoes. Guess who's not small potatoes? Me. And I know you don't like it when I tell you this. I'm not small potatoes. I'm not small potatoes. The best thing those dudes can do to me is try to put me in a psych ward. That's the only thing they can do. And they can only keep me there for about 72 hours. Yeah, exactly. Jail equals small potatoes, bro. Because if you real, they can't put you in there. They can't because you'll get bombed. Can you imagine? Think about this. Think about trying to arrest Vladimir Putin. Say Vladimir Putin comes to the United States and you find out that Vladimir Putin did something. Are you going to arrest Vladimir Putin? No, because you're going to have some nukes flying your way. Frank Matthews has never been caught. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to tell you, though, we ran Philly, though, and my granddaddy never did a day in jail. I'm going to tell you this. My granddaddy ran Philly, owned Philly. And any of you Philly niggas out there better not lie and say he didn't. Let me repeat. My granddaddy ran Philly. Lock, stock, and barrel. Ran it. Never saw a jail cell. Never saw a jail cell. Never saw the newspaper covers. Let me put it this way. Not only did my grandfather never go to jail, my grandfather never had his picture in the paper. My grandfather, to this day, you don't even know his name. Niggas from Philly might know his name, but most people in the common, they don't know his name. But they talk about Bumpy Johnson, but they don't talk about him. When this dude was way bigger than Bumpy Johnson. Matter of fact, those are the dudes that Bumpy Johnson worked for. But anyway, like I said, say that's really real. That's really talk. But now I'm telling you, guys like Fidel, what you gonna do to Fidel? Fidel Castro's gonna bomb you, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, it was my life ambition to be able to bomb people. The real winners are never in their ear. No, I'm telling you, man, I knew that from a kid, bro. I wanted to be a private citizen that could bomb you. So trust me, I had to walk very delicately around that, dog. But I can drop something on you. Absolutely, bro. I know Philly has some legends. Hell yeah. The Blackwells of Philly, bro. They called us the Black Mafia. In the 70s, they called my family the Black Mafia in Philly. The Blackwells were the Black Mafia. That's what they called us. That's what they called us. But I don't know if that's, we had a lot of people doing a lot of really good things in Virginia and New York, So, but nah, man, you guys are small belief. He said, you see, I believe you 100%, Fanon. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you the truth. You guys can believe me, not believe me. I'm just telling you the truth. Just like people don't know who runs Chicago. Nigga, we run Chicago. I'm telling you right now, bro, I can go anywhere in Chicago and ain't nobody saying. If I go anywhere in Chicago, everybody know me and ain't nobody going to say nothing sideways about me. Nowhere I go in Chicago. Nowhere I go in Chicago. And I can do that in Philly. I can do that in New Orleans. You say, yo, my family, Blackwell. That's what's up, fam. I got a ton of cousins. What's up? Shout out. You say, yo, my family, Blackwell's in Philly. Shout out to the family. So what's up, Fanon? What's up? If Williams can get a clear shot at Shakur, would you start hitting his hand? Oh, hell yeah. Initiate me and the fam, Unc. I'm going to sit down with the Black Mafia. I mean, that's what they used to call them, man. Go research the Blackwells. They were called the Black Mafia in the 70s. But that's only because it's our family. Half these dudes in Philly are related to me, bro. Like, I don't really do the research, but a lot of these dudes in Philly are related to me. We're family. I'm family with a lot of people in New Jersey, a lot of people in Boston. It's our family, bro. That's why I've been telling you bums. Nigga, you not touching me, man. Like, I've been wanting to tell these bums, you not touching me. Bill talk about street shit, but Bill's family ain't shit. For real. Bill talk about street shit, but Bill's family ain't shit. He said the Philly Black Mafia was absolutely no joke. No, we ain't no joke. No, we ain't no joke. We ain't no joke. Ain't never a joke. Ain't never been a joke. Won't never be a joke. Bill's a joke. I'm telling you straight. Bill's the joke. Bill's the joke. That nigga's a joke to me. For real. What's he gonna do but flap his lips? He ain't gonna do nothing. My cousins will take that. You know what my cousins will do to him? Like, for real. That's why I'm telling you, niggas don't even get it. It's about your family, bro. It's really about your family. It's about taking care of your family, being at one with your family, supporting your family when they're up, supporting your family when you're down. And if somebody's going to come at you, they got to deal with their family. And if somebody got to come at your family, they got to deal with you. You get it? This is really about family. It's not about crime. It's not about stealing. It's not about lying. It's about being family. Just strict family. If somebody plays with my cousin, they playing with me. If somebody playing with my mama, nigga, trust me, it's coming out. Somebody play with me, I don't even have to worry about it because I know my brother got me. I can walk down the street, I don't care because my people got me. It's about family. It's not about crime, this and that. I'm supposed to be able to walk anywhere in Philly and nobody bug me because of what my family did in Philly. I'm supposed to be, because that'd be like, that's little Martin. That's Bob's son. Nah, you better leave that kid alone. You better leave it, because as soon as they start acting funny about me, that's what my family's supposed to do. My family's supposed to hear you getting funny, and they're supposed to handle it way before it gets to me. Same way. Somebody fucking with my brother, I'm on the phone with my brother, and I'm saying, hey, man, first of all, bro, let me tell you, I already got you. But just so you know, they trying to get you. And this is all on legal stuff. No illegal stuff. Just even trying to get city contracts for real IT contracts. You still got to deal with these petty thugs and these petty criminals trying to leech off you, trying to stick your hand in your pocket. You know, the guys who want to walk in stores and steal. Nah, man. Just because we got out the street don't mean we ain't got the thumpers. Just because we still in IBM, just because we doing what we doing, what you consider to be up here, don't mean we ain't got family. Bill, you can't touch me because of my family, bro. And you know this. You want to say, Bill, let me tell you let me tell you how Bill tried to do shit. Bill know he can't touch me with a 10-foot pole, nigga. No way. As in no way. So what he does is he wants to bait me into going somewhere where he's going to slap me. Nigga, you're not going to slap me. You're going to try to have some other nigga set me up for some dumb shit, bro. That's all you're trying to do. Them niggas can't set me up, and you can't set me up either, dog. The only one setting anybody up is going to be me. Let me repeat, Bill. The only one setting anybody up is going to be me. So if you should just so happen to have Devin go to jail for a gun under his seat that wasn't there, blame me. Bill, I want you to blame me for every bit of misfortune that falls on Devin's head and your head for the next 10 years. No joke, bro. Don't play with my family ever again, Bill. Don't play with my family, bro. Don't try to send people in my family. Don't ask nothing of my family. Don't do it. I already know you did it, Bill. I already know it. They snitched on you, Bill. They snitched. And plus, I already know, Bill, because there's no way you can do what you do without coming to my family. You can't do it. You can't touch nobody without calling my family. You can't move nothing without calling my family. Because it's our shit you're moving. You ain't got no buttons. The buttons belong to us. You talking about we're the buttons. How are you going to push buttons, nigga, when I'm the button? You have to push me. Bill, to do something, you got to go through me. So how are you going to go through me to get something done to me, Bill? Bill, you're a little ass nigga, bro. Bill, you're a little ass nigga, bro. You a little teeny weeny dude. Teeny weeny insignificant ass dude. And I'm telling you, as soon as them lights go out, as soon as those lights go out on them cameras for you, Bill, I don't forget, bro. I don't forget, dog. I got a long ass memory, dog. A long ass memory, bro. That ain't no pause shit. I mean it. As soon as those lights go out, dumbass. You know what the lights are? The lights are those cameras. As soon as you're done on that screen and nobody cares about Devin anymore and all your other fighters are away and you'll go the right, let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to go the way of Murat Muhammad. Murat Muhammad, I can off that nigga tomorrow easy. Why? Because he's not on the camera anymore. Yeah. You know, you might get diabetes. You might get, I don't know what I'll pick for you, Bill. Maybe I'll give you diabetes, Bill. Maybe we can do it like that. You think we can give him diabetes? You think we can give him, what's that cancer Victor Conti got all of a sudden? Hey, what's that cancer that Victor Conti got all of a sudden? You cringing me out? I do lie, nigga. No, I can't, TK. No, I can't. And no, I can't. I'm not talking to you, bro. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. A bunch of niggas that don't come around here trying to heckle. Bro, I'm not playing no games, bro. I'm talking straight to you, Bill. I'm telling you, Bill, I told my mama today what I was talking about. I'm not caring about this YouTube stuff right now, Bill. I'm talking about you, Bill. I'm talking about you. My 1 hour today was for you, Bill. I mean, you saying I'm cringing you out? Walk your ass outside. Walk your ass outside. Seriously, I mean it. Bill, I want you to go to the grocery store today. The next time you go to the grocery store, Bill, I'm going to have somebody walk up to you and they're going to say, Martin said hello. You got me, Bill? I'm going to put something out there that only me and you will know if it happens. And you better believe I know what's going to happen. People are going to start walking up to you, Bill. And they're going to say, hey, Bill, Martin sent me. Got me, Bill? That's going to start happening to you. Nigga, you could be in Taiwan. Somebody's going to walk up to you and say, hey, Bill, Martin told me to say hi. You could be in Puerto Rico. Somebody with a Spanish accent is going to walk up to you and say hi to you. I don't care if you're in the South Pole, nigga. Somebody, an Eskimo with some snowshoes is going to walk up to you and say, what's up, Bill? Martin said hello. You got me, Bill? So with that, I'm going to get off this live stream because I said what this live stream was going to be about. Was going to be about this dude. You remember I said that, Bill? You remember why I said that, Bill? They're going to walk up to you and they're going to say, Martin said hello. You know what that means, Bill? You know what that means, Bill? And like I said, you could be in the middle of the Amazon jungle, nigga. Somebody with some spears through their noses is going to walk up to you and say, right with that little dart they got in their hand, Martin said hello. Remember I said that, Bill. I'm not small potatoes, Bill. I'm a very, very big potato. Anyway, let me get this cash app and then I'm out of here, man. Thank y'all for letting me go off on this nigga for a second. Jameson Children said, she saw a sucker and she licked him. Devin's a fool for sure. Oh, yeah. Pancreatic cancer. I forgot about the pancreatic cancer. Uh-huh. Hey, Bill and Conti on them Fed payroll like Rock Nation. If you know, you know. Oh, I know. I know they're on the Fed payroll. I absolutely positively know they're on the Fed payroll. You know why? Because my family works for the feds. My family works for the feds. That's how I know. I got a lot of family that works for the feds. Plenty family in the feds. And I mean family in the feds. And when I mean I got family in the feds, I mean I got family in the feds, baby. Like way up in the feds, dog. Way up in the feds. Hey, guess who was my cousin? Did you know that Chappie James is my cousin? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you know who Chappie James is. Let me know if you know who Chappie James is. Do y'all know who Chappie James is? Chappie James is my Chappie James, my understanding is my father's cousin. If you think you pulling anything on anybody that's related to Chappie James in the United States, bro, you're out your mind. Except if you know, you know. Let's just say I got presidential level. First black American to be a 4-star general. Exactly. So if you think you playing around with Chappie James's family, bro, you're out your mind, bro. You're out your mind, bro. He said you talking, yeah, the Air Force pilot. Yeah, the Air Force pilot. My understanding is that he is actually, technically speaking, he is a Blackwell. What up, Benson and Hedges? Anyway, yeah, I wanted to let you know, Bill, and I am going to get off here a little bit early today. I got a couple things to do, and I want to say thank you guys so much, but I wanted to just go in on Bill today. I needed to have this conversation because, again, somebody put me in a car with a bunch of bums, okay? Somebody paid somebody money for some graphics that put me in a car with blue blood and showbiz stabbing Southpaw in the back. And I want to be clear that I believe the person that put that out is Bill Haney. That's who I think did that one, because that's the only person it benefits. You have a bunch of sycophants for Devin attacking the biggest critic of Devin, but yet you put me with the people that are as if I condone it. Let me tell you, I don't condone any attacks on Southpaw. None. I don't condone them. It didn't originate with me. I got nothing to do with them. Okay? So look, Bill, get off my nuts, Bill. Get off my nuts, Bill. Because I know how Devin got made, bro. Guess who I met before Devin got famous? I met Bill Haney's sister. Bill Haney has a sister, Devin's aunt, that is a dark-skinned, dark brown-skinned, short lady. It was when I met her and I got her card that all of a sudden all the publicity for Devin started going crazy. That girl that I met, my understanding is went to my sister and struck deals with my sister. She didn't come to me. She went to my sister. She didn't come to me, Bill. She went to my sister. I never approved any of that. Never approved any of it. Wasn't asked about any of it. Just went behind my back. She's been fired, Bill. Just to let you know, she's been fired, Bill. She's been fired. So now you know there's nothing else coming, bro. I know how Devin got made too. His entire career is a facade, smoke and mirrors. Yeah, exactly. He's the biggest fantasy fucked up make-believe nigga ever. What's good for now? We in the building for the real boxing talk. Old Devin and Bill about to be in some trouble shit with the baby mama drama. You know that. Hey, I love that shit you put out there, Coley on the comic. What up, Coley the comic, man? I saw your shit this morning, bro. Yeah. This is so cringe. Hey, nobody in my chat says cringe. Nobody in my chat says cringe. That is what a gay man says. Oh man, that's so cringe. Let's talk about something else, Bill, and all you sweetie pies, nigga. Your gay mafia. Let's talk about your gay mafia, nigga. I'm gonna be real upfront about it. Okay? I have shut down you niggas gay mafia. I have shut your gay mafia down, bro. Just so you know. My cousin, the one you were fucking with, got fired, bro. Just so you know. I know who that nigga is out of Cali, dog. And his name sounds just like mine. Bill, his name sounds just like mine. And he is one of the gayest men I've ever met in my life. And he is my cousin. So I know I got booty goons in my family, dog. I got booty goons in my family. So guess what I did to the booty goons? I fired all the booty goons. Because once you told me that there were Greeks that believed that men were for pleasure and women for recreation, I fired every one of them. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, bro, because I think my mother's saying, like, no, Martin, you can go on. We fired all the booty goons, Bill. Watch, he blocked me? Yeah, you're blocked. What? You're a rat. Oh, you're saying that I'm a rat because I'm snitching you guys out? Let me tell you something. Marcus, Jackson, Blackwell, I don't care which one. Okay? Marcus Blackwell, Marcus Jackson, I don't care which one. You better sit your ass down talking to me. Okay? You better sit your ass down talking to me. You get me? You better sit your ass down talking to me. So Devin not going to get credit for beating Brian Norman. He's not going to breed. I'm not going to change the subject, Combat Kid. No. No, Bill, I'm not going to change the subject. I'm letting everybody know where you're coming from. I'm letting everybody know what the real deal is, because all you niggas think you street niggas. And you all want to talk about behind the scenes and all this mafia shit you guys can pull behind the scenes, bro. And I want to let every one of you niggas know you can't pull none of that shit with me. Okay? I want you guys to know you cannot pull any of that shit with me. So stop it. I fired the booty goons. I fired all your booty goons, and I fired your women. That's why you can't get nothing. But anyway, don't you love it when people talk direct? In like, this has been a cryptic message. This is like an hour-long cryptic message. Ray Patterson, the Jersey champ. What up, though? What's up with your man? Talk about Roach saying he's finishing his career at 154. Weight bullies. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I'll drop the link. One caller or two callers, then I got to get out of here. Actually, nah, I need to stay. I need to work, man. They're a bunch of booty goons, bro. I like that phrase, booty goons, because they're booty goons. All right, we got to take one more call. One call, and I'm going to get out of here, man. I dropped it, Marcus. There you go. No, for real, you guys always want to talk gangster shit, but when I talk gangster shit, you guys think it's cringe? I mean, I don't get that. You guys got all kind of video channels talking about mafia stuff and people that do this and do that. But when I talk about it, all of a sudden you want to throw some very feminine word at me. Cringe. Dog, cringe. What up, Phoenix? You saving me today, Phoenix?
Yeah, I can do that. You know, I got hate for any day.
I'll let you and Marcus cook. You good, Marcus?
What's good with it?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, they got you know what this promotion should be called for this Canelo and Crawford fight? It should be the promotion.
Mm-hmm.
The promotion should be called Snack versus Clambuterol.
Yeah.
The Battle of PEDs.
Battle of Bumps.
We're gonna find out which PED works better this fight.
For sure.
Yes. Hey, watch Canelo be out there like Ryan. I'm strong.
Hey, man, Devin is going through a midlife crisis. He done tried to hit a carnival worker. He done got a hooker pregnant. He done beat on her. He's going through it, man. I don't know what's wrong with him. Ryan fucked him up.
Man, like, hey, that's what I was saying yesterday. Like, everything started falling apart around the Ryan Garcia fight, like even before it, because of what happened. Because remember, Ryan was going back and forth talking about, yeah, maybe I might fight Rolly instead. Like, and Devin, you remember he got mad about that? He was like, oh, Ryan trying to mess up the fight, you know, because they knew that was their last chance to get a big payday. Like, I've been saying since 2019 or whenever it was, the Devin fought Gamboa. That was the start of his downfall. That was the start of his downfall. Because as soon as that fight happened, he wasn't able to even hurt Gamboa. I knew that nobody was going to look at him like he deserved to be in the ring with any type of elite fighter. Because it was after that they decided they had to go ahead and start doing all this fugazi stuff, talking about mandatories and who's ducking who and all this and that. That all started around that time. But that Ryan Garcia fight, man, in hindsight, I'm thankful for it because I believe that's what sent Devin down this path he currently on. Because I've been saying, the more that Bill and Devin talk, the worse it gets for them. The more that Bill and Devin talk, the more we going to see that all the lies they done told don't add up. And man, thank goodness for this fight with Brian Norman Jr. I'm just hoping that, you know, it don't turn into one of them things where Devin happened to get arrested or whatever. He ended up, you know, not being able to make the fight. But man, I couldn't imagine, like, how you pay someone, a stripper, or was she a corner girl? I don't know what she was, but
excuse me, dog. She's an escort. So there's a difference between let me tell you what they are. You got hoes, you got prostitutes, you got escorts. The hoes are the ones with the bullet wounds. The prostitutes are about 5 to 8s, and the escorts are dime piece hoes. They got to be a dime to be an escort. That's what that is. An escort is it's where it's a rich white man's prostitute. There you go.
Yeah, skip the games.
That's where Devin went wrong. Because like he could have just gone to the local Walmart and found a girl over there. I don't know why he had to go pay for one. You know, like for real. You could be walking down the aisle of Walmart, like, shoot, go down the grocery aisle. See what them chicks trying to buy that all organic, fruits and stuff. You be finding them. They out there checking out the cucumbers and shit. I don't know why he had to go pay somebody.
He
That's
could
a
have went and
problem
found
right
him a
there.
single mom.
And then on top of that, it's like, man, it's kind of like when you put your money in one of them prize machines, like the one with the claw. Like you put your money in, you try to get the prize. Well, Devin ain't got the prize that he wanted, so then he start hitting the machine. Now, he was that angry kid that you would see at Chuck E. Cheese doing that shit, and we could tell he done hit the carnival worker. Now he beating up on his baby mama. Like, come on. And he want to say he a role model. He want to say he a role model. Yeah, don't do drugs and drink like Ryan. Be like Devin. I punch carnival workers. No, don't don't be an alcoholic like Charlo. Be like Devin. I push pregnant chicks. Come on, man. Come on. This what we supposed to look up to? This shit sad as hell. Sad. I would never, man. If my son ever looked up to Devin Haney, I know I failed as a father.
Man.
You ain't lying.
Nah, if your son, if you looked up to Devin and he's, he just needs he
Nah.
needs to be told better. That's just, he just needs to be told better. Get a better example. But here's the problem, though, dog. If your son looks up to Devin Haney, you know who the problem is?
That would be me.
Yes. You need
So,
to slap
yeah.
yourself if your son looking up to Devin Haney, dog.
And that's why ain't no way. And I'm glad my son got a good head on his shoulders for only 4 years old. Because I done tested my theory. Like he remembers stuff. So anytime you see Devin Haney on the TV, he said, "Nah, Daddy, that's not the right one. I don't want to watch that one." Like he flat out told me, he said, "Daddy, I want to watch Muhammad Ali." I said, "Okay, I'll go ahead and put Muhammad Ali on." And then like he'll sit down.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
I did work out the problem that I had that time. You know when the stream got cut off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I worked that out. That was something on the PBC's end. So the live stream is back up, so we can go back to doing it on Saturdays, and we shouldn't have another problem.
Hey, that's what's up.
Just want to let you know that. And everybody else know I struck a partnership with Top Rank in PBC. There was a little bit of a hiccup with PBC, but just took a little bit of time to work it out, and now we good. Hopefully we're good. It was a technical issue. It was just a technical issue. But man, I love the PBC. Thank you so much for the PBC for allowing me to show your footage. Thank you to Top Rank for allowing me to show your footage. And excuse me for all this gangster talk that I'm doing around your footage. But Bill Haney's a buster. Go ahead.
Is the Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney fight really happening?
It's really happening. They said it's done.
Yep.
He gonna have Devin drinking through cake through a motherfucking straw again.
Exactly.
Damn.
Face down, ass up.
I'm gonna get up off here now. I'm gonna watch the rest of the show, kick back.
Thanks, bro. Hey, Marcus, thank you for your support for the channel, man. For real.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day.
All right, man. Get back.
Yep. Man, I will say this as the Williams and Payton fight get closer and closer. We have what? What's today? 10 days, the final countdown.
Woo!
Hey, so man, I tell you this. This is make it or break it for Shakur. And he most likely to break his hands, and he most likely to make himself look bad. That's the way I see this going. Because I would be surprised, very surprised. And like I said, if it happens, I'll give him credit, even if he don't win. If he come out and fight half of what he been talking like, if he do at least half what he been saying, I give him credit. But so far, like the way I see it going, he gonna break one of his hands, then he's gonna go back to running and tying up. Basically everything he complained about Haratunian doing, everything he complained about, De Los Santos doing, not engaging. It's like, it's like, how you gonna blame? See, isn't that kind of like a narcissist in a way? They be blaming you for the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
So I look at that like that's kind of like Shakur. He doing this stuff, but he blaming them for doing it. Like it's a little backwards. He be trying to gaslight people. And man, Shakur's resume is aging like ass. It's bad. It's stink. Like I'm dead serious. Like what's going on with this? Why Williams and Payton went 24?
Hold on, man. I never knew that ass aged badly.
It start to sag. It start to not clap no more. It start to.
Oh, okay, yeah, cause it started, okay, yeah. I guess that's true. But I thought you talking about like the literal. I was like, yeah, nah, I've been liking that shit for a long time.
I mean, if you talk to BBL, that it's a fake ass, and that ain't it. You can't have no fake ass shit.
No, I was
You got to
thinking,
be all
like
natural.
ass, how they say ass is a colloquialism for the vagina too. Like I'm gonna go get me some, unless of course you're like Bill Haney and the Booty Crew, they're literally talking about that. But I was talking more
No,
about just the
no.
female in general.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like that reminds me, Benjamin Franklin. He had written a letter to a younger colleague of his about the benefits of dating an older woman, and that was one of the things that he had mentioned. It said it don't matter what the age is, in the darkness, it all feels the same.
Ooh,
So he said
it's
it don't
funny
matter
though.
if
In
it's
the darkness, fat feels better.
you ain't
In
gonna know the difference.
in the darkness, fat feels better.
Hey,
That's what I always knows. Yeah, like you ever dated a big girl, you just got to make sure you just the lights turn out. That shit's grand.
yep,
That's what I
yep.
always
I
thought.
can see that. I can see that. But they gotta have a little something because like if you want a girl to go ahead and sit on your lap, like you don't want tailbone just like digging into your thigh and shit. Like that's painful. You know, you get to a point where it's like my baby got back and it's literally it just like an elongated back with a hole at the end. That ain't good. That ain't good. So yeah, they gotta have a little bit of cushion back there. Definitely. But that's
Yeah.
the way that a Shakur's resume looking like. Cause man, to not fight Floyd Schofield and if Floyd Schofield do that to Tevin Farmer, are you fighting Williams or Fader?
Hey,
You see,
what do you want to see for Floyd Schofield next, man? I'm not gonna allow
well,
this Shakur hating. I gotta stop the Shakur hate. This is
I'm
my
not.
day to hate on Bill. Because I thought if I hated on Bill bad enough, he'd click the link.
Well,
Seriously, it was like I was just wondering, like, how bad do I got to talk about this dude? He usually will hit a link when somebody talking real bad. And Bill, I was talking
hmm.
bad as fuck about you, but you didn't hit that link like you usually do. Go ahead though, and you
I
are
say I
listening.
say for Floyd Schofield, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Devin if Devin survives Brian Norman. But we know that's a low possibility. Devin between a rock and a hard place because
Yeah, he
hey,
is.
Bill and Devin relationship is kind of like when you got that one chick and she just won't shut up and she be talking to you in the fight, so you don't want to have. And then you get to the point where like, well, you can't avoid it no more. She don't open her mouth too much. Now you got to fight, and you got to hope that you don't get that ass whooped, and then she gonna leave you. Except Bill ain't gonna leave Devin. It's gonna happen again and again. So Devin kind of stuck. And the way that they've been talking, like, okay, Oscar don't want to work with him. Bob Arum most likely don't want to work with him. We know they ain't gonna work with PBC because they never tried to work with PBC. And then Eddie Hearn is tired of his ass. I doubt that Queensberry and Frank Warren is going to want to work with him. So it's just like you seen the MTV show Catfish, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
I
so
don't watch
basically
TV
like
like that.
okay, so it's like this. I've seen a few clips of it because they be posting them on Facebook and stuff. So it was like
I'll be right
you be
back, y'all.
talking.
Y'all good? You two good
Okay,
for about
okay,
5 minutes? Come
yeah.
on, you good?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm listening.
So it's like okay, you dating online and you seeing all these fine pictures, and you go to meet up in person, and she looked like Precious times two. And it's like, nah, that ain't the pictures you was posting on IG. Like, what is this? Well, that's basically Devin Haney because we've been hearing all this stuff about how great he is, about all the stuff he's doing in boxing, all his accomplishments, and then we get to see him fight, and it's like, oh nah, this ain't the next Floyd Mayweather. I don't know who Floyd passed the torch to, but it wasn't this nigga. No, no, no. That's basically what it is. So every time. And people still keep falling for it because it's like the same person gonna make a new profile, and that's Bill talking. Bill talking is that new profile. Devin get his ass whipped. Oh no, this is Devin Haney era because we the champions of clean boxing, and clean boxing is what we support because they couldn't promote Devin as the best anymore. They couldn't promote him as somebody who's gonna be beating everyone, so they have to promote him as the only one willing to do 24/7 testing. Then he get his ass whipped, masterfully ass and then he come back and say, nope, nope, we master boxers. We not gonna be doing all that stuff. We fight our own fight. We sent this dude to the ambulance, to get his knees checked because he couldn't keep up with Devin. That's how bad we did him. We are the kings, and then they want to come out and put out this hit list. Like every time Devin looked bad, they have to change their strategy up, but it's still based on the same thing, lies, just like the catfish shit. And that's why Devin ain't never gonna be able to be whatever Bill hyped him up to be. And I truly believe that Bill is narcissist. Like he don't really care about Devin. Like he care about the attention he get because Devin his son. That's it. Like, there's a difference between loving your kids and loving the attention you get because you're a parent. Like some people is like that. Some people is really like that. So don't get it confused because they're supposed to have the kid best interest at heart. And like seeing Devin take all these whoopings from Ryan, seeing Devin get whooped up in sparring just because they want to try to get some sparring story about how they beat this person and that person, whatever. Like you don't put your kid in harm's way. You don't. You don't. And that's why I think this Brian Norman side is dangerous for Devin. And even though it's dangerous for him, I'm kind of glad because once he's out of boxing, we're not gonna have to see Bill lie no. I mean, unless Devin's little brother gonna end up, you know, going down that same path. And wouldn't that be a shame to have two sons that you put out there to get their ass whooped? I would like imagine having two kids and you spend your entire life trying to get their ass whooped. Like, yeah,
Bro, did this dude just say, imagine spending all that time just to get your kid's ass whooped? That's a lot of energy getting his son's ass whooped.
yeah, 'cause he's not a trainer. Like there's a thing like Bill can have Devin run drills like, okay, throw this combination. But at the same time, like he's not able to teach the logic behind it and why you do it. Like he could say, okay, throw a straight right and roll. So okay, why do you do that? Why? Because eight or nine times out of ten, natural instinct when somebody get hit with a straight right is to come back with a left hook. So if you just rolling on instinct because you're throwing a straight right, then eight or nine times out of ten you're gonna avoid that left hook. That's what happens. And you go back and see damn near any Floyd Mayweather fight, any Roy Jones fight, because both of them were masters of throwing a straight right hand. And you see what happened to their opponents, they're gonna throw that left hook and they're gonna roll right under it. Even if it's a right uppercut, same thing. They're gonna go ahead and throw that left hook to try to get you. That's the way it works. But Bill don't know that. He just say, okay, throw this and roll. But then like maybe he not having Devin roll the right way. That's why whenever Devin was getting hit by them hooks, he ain't have no answer. He just sitting
Man,
there looking at him like, man,
you know what's
um,
crazy
um,
too? Just on that point. At a certain point in time, though, it's like Devin has to know that. Like that's why I was criticizing Bill yesterday, and fuck you, Bill, about him in training. Like you're not a boxer. There's a certain amount of training you can do with your son, bro. But once you're not a boxer and you're at the professional level, oh man, that's gonna work so rarely. You know what I mean? And I don't even know
oh
if he
yeah,
was ever any type of combat fighter. I mean, because like Zab Judah's father I think he was a kickboxer. But like if Bill was a kickboxer or something, I think maybe that could transition over to boxing. But being a pimp, I mean, like he tried to make it transition to boxing, but pimping is not going to keep your son from getting knocked the fuck out by a left hook. So, I mean, at a certain point in time, I'm thinking he just needs to bring somebody else in, or Devin needs to be able to recognize these things for himself because he's been in enough boxing matches where he should be able to think for himself. You know what I mean? Because it looks like Gervonta does a lot of thinking for himself. I could be wrong, but in the ring, it seems like he's doing a lot of thinking for himself. Things that were set up and game plans he's executed, but still things that he's trying to figure out and do for himself. I don't think Devin has that. Devin is cookie cutter, cardboard box. We want to make Floyd Mayweather 2.0, so we're going to make him look just like Floyd, fight just like Floyd. But he's making him fight like Floyd in the later portions of his career, not in the ones that got anyway.
But
Sorry about that.
even that, Fanon, he's not making Floyd look like his later portions of career. Remember when Floyd was walking Clenelho Alvaroid, who everyone said was the future. This was his coming out party. He was walking Clenello down and had Clenello afraid to throw, and Floyd was wailing on him. That was Money Mayweather stage. See, everybody, these guys like Shakap Twitterson and Devin Haney and even Keyshawn Davis, they want to get to the Money Mayweather stage without going through the Pretty Boy Floyd stage. And what do I mean by that? If you're Keyshawn Davis, you are taking a guy who's off a long layoff, who's off blood clots, have all the advantages being on your network, then that's not good enough an advantage, a big enough advantages built in for you. So you try to tip the scale literally by showing up way overweight, not even trying to make the weight, thinking that that my guy De Los Santos and excuse me, Samson Lukowitz would just accept whatever provision that you had, maybe take in $1,000. They were that desperate for the fight. No, Samson was smart and he utilized the contract language, and he had the contract language written to where if Keyshawn pulls that BS move, his fighter's still going to get his full compensation. And so you have people like that try to, even in their toughest test, because I don't consider Baranchik wasn't a tough test for Keyshawn Davis. Even in their toughest test, you have all of the built-in inherent advantages to where if there's even a semblance of a close fight, you're going to get the decision over there on ESPN on a top-ranked card. You try to tip the scales, outweigh your opponent ridiculously, don't even try to make weight, and then you're up there bragging after the weigh-in, and then who knows what you're going to balloon up to the next night. Because they didn't even want to do the next day weigh-in for that fight, and that's when Samson was like, "Fuck this, we're not taking this. This is a game." So you have these guys who are fighting these tomato cans, talking shit like they're Tank Davis, and trying to get to the Money Mayweather stage without going through the Pretty Boy Floyd stage. Shakap Twitterson, Devin Haney, where's your Diego Corrales fight?
Hopefully, we'll get one with Zepeda.
Zepeda's nowhere near Chico Corrales at his height.
Oh, no. I thought we were talking when you said Diego Corrales. No, I was really thinking about Floyd and
Castillo.
That's what I was.
Okay. We're getting one with Haney and Norman Jr. if that fight actually happens.
That shit's gonna fuck around up being Floyd Mayweather Jr. Toro Gotti.
Yeah, I was just meaning in terms of the level of test and these guys willing to take risks. So you had Keyshawn Davis, who had all the advantages, trying to be sneaky with his first real test and his real fight, and then he tries to get another advantage. And then he's out here barking and talking shit about Gervonta Tank Davis, whose resume is filled with quote unquote leftovers who everyone wants to fight. But yet Gervonta Tank Davis has fought no one. And after he fights these guys, they win world titles. So these guys clearly just want to talk and yap. And even going into this fight, Shakap Twitterson is yapping about how he's going to destroy Zepeda and how he's not a runner and this and all that. Just stop yapping. We're from Missouri. We're from the show me state. Don't overpromise and underdeliver. Do the opposite. Guys like Better Biev, guys like even B-Hop to a certain degree, they didn't oversell and then underdeliver. And these guys just let the action in the ring do the talking. These guys have been compared to Floyd, and it's by the same people that will complain about racism when they say all black people look the same. These guys have nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather other than DNA being originally from West Africa like you and I are. So these guys have nothing in common with Floyd. You try to mimic him, but it's a cheap imitation. Floyd doesn't go in there and set records for the least amount of punches thrown. Floyd doesn't go in there and run clearly on his bicycle like he's auditioning for the Cool Runnings Jamaican bobsled team, okay? That's not Floyd Mayweather. It never was. And in those fights where you thought, wow, he could really be in trouble here with Cotto and stuff like that, and when people were trying to clown Clenelho, the next big guy, that's when Floyd actually turned back the clock and reminded you, jabronis, that there are levels to this. There are levels. He's elite. He's at the summit of the mountain, and these guys aren't that.
At all. Like the Floyd that fought Canelo, I don't care about Pretty Boy. Like the Floyd that fought Canelo, like Pretty Boy was a beast, but the Floyd that fought Canelo was different. Like no joke. Like that,
Diddy got off.
Oh no.
Diddy got off.
Hey.
He got guilty. He was found guilty on 2 counts of sex trafficking, but the rest of that heavy shit, that's heavy too, but it's not life. Like he was gonna be in there forever for that shit. But
okay.
Trump was talking about he was going to pardon him. I hope he does because
So how long before we see Devin back in the pool?
Phoenix.
They're gonna be going over. They're gonna be going over to Diddy's house for that slip and slide celebration.
But in all seriousness, we don't wish anything like what's going on with Devin in terms of anyone else, because these days our justice system is supposed to be blind, but it's like a woman can accuse a man of doing anything, and it's like you as the man have to prove yourself innocent instead of being proven guilty. So the justice is not blind in these kind of men versus women situations. And everyone here on this panel thinks that Devin was being set up, and we don't wish that on anyone. We're not making light of this. We're not making light of this.
I do.
I don't think he's being set up. Hey man, we see him punch that carnival worker. Come on, man.
That's how you know he got set up. Didn't you see Sonny? Y'all got to watch your Godfather. Remember how in the Godfather, Sonny, first of all, have you seen the Godfather?
Yeah. You talking about when Sonny got set when dude set up and they got him at the toll booth?
Hell yeah, set his ass up. Because he knew, first of all, he got him the first time by slapping him, set his ass up, knew he was gonna do it again. First of all, I think Connie killed Sonny on the real. I think Connie set his ass up. I think Connie set all them niggas up. But that's because I'm like a super Godfather head. You always got to look at the women in that movie. Like everything's always pointed at the men, but they never look at the women. And also a quiz just to see if you guys are really on it. You remember the horse head thing? How they cut the horse head off?
Yep.
You
know who cut the horse head off?
That dude that wanted to buy the horse from him. And then he's like, nah, they had that beef, whatever. So dude was like, okay, I'll show you.
I'm saying who actually did the cutting of the head of the horse? Who cut the head of the horse off?
I don't think it showed. I think it just showed him waking up and finding him in his bed.
They showed it. It showed it. You just got to know what you're looking at. It was the black housekeepers and the 2 black groomsmen of the horse. The black people walked out the horse, right? And do you remember later on when the Godfather was at the table and they were complaining about them letting niggers in the mob and working with niggers?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The Godfather was working with niggers. The Godfather, and they were the ones, because remember, he was the one that they said they showed him the horse, they walked him all around, showed him everything. This guy had an entire staff of nothing but black housekeepers and maids, black groomsmen. So it was very easy to get this dude's head cut off, because all you got to do is go to your local black mafia and say, kill that horse. Give him some money. Boom, the horse is dead and in his bed. And then there's nothing they can do because the maids put it in the bed. The maids put it in the bed. The horse groomsmen or the groomsmen were the ones that cut the head off.
Okay.
And if you look, watch Tom's eyes when the big guy Waltz is talking to him. Look at his eyes and how it pans the room, because the Waltz don't see none of the black people. It's like, to everybody in the movie, the black people in that room, the housekeepers with the black and white formal gowns on and all that stuff. Dog, everybody, you just are taught not to look at them. Telling you, they were the ones that did that shit. And also, like, you'll notice things like when Hyman Roth knew that Michael Corleone was on him. That movie is so good, bro. Like, they always overlook the women, man. Overlook the women. The women. Like, nobody wants.
Sounds like that's what Devin did.
Yeah, overlooking the women. You can't do the hoes is in there too. Like, bro, they're all in the mafia. They'll get you too.
Man,
that's what they're there for. They'll send, like, no joke, they'll send prostitutes in there to kill you. Like, for real, you go get you a regular prostitute or something. That's why you can't fuck with prostitutes. You get a prostitute, that prostitute will kill you, man. you'll be at the hospital. I still suspect that broad for Kevin Samuels. I still suspect that broad. That nigga, all of a sudden, this nigga's with a prostitute. That nigga wind up dead. After all that shit he was talking, I was like, man, because I was listening to Kevin Samuels, like, man, you keep talking about these women like this. For real. Kevin said, rest in peace, Noop. But, bro, these women don't fuck around, bro. You know what I mean? When you get that many women hating you, bro, because you talking super crazy, calling them, man, look who they talking to. He's talking to somebody that's a woman that's like 45 years old, bro. 45 years old. Just because she don't got a husband, she's a piece of shit. You fat. You not worth this. You not worth that. You sitting there fucking over women's feelings. But man, them bitches will kill you, nigga. I'm sorry to say the word B. Them girls will kill you. So I'm now, man, when he was doing it, I was like, bro, matter of fact, remember when my wife was arguing? Because I'm telling you, man, you got to be careful. Like when my wife never interrupts stuff that I'm talking about, really, ever. Until y'all started talking about Kamala Harris and calling Kamala Harris a white woman. And a tether and all that shit. Angry. Because she's a light-skinned black woman who actually knows the family of Kamala Harris. She took that shit very, very personally, the stuff people were saying. So what I'm saying is you guys better stop fucking around. And I mean, okay, you niggas think the internet, everybody sees everything, man. And he don't know who he was insulting like that. Remember like when I told y'all a long time ago about Suzanne Rice. You remember when Snoop Dogg said some shit like, who did Snoop Dogg say that he was gonna?
Because I remember that. It's because they were dissing Kobe. When Kobe died, they were disrespecting him on that piece of Rocky Mountain trailer trash who was clearly out for the money. They found 5 different guys' DNA in her underwear, including after when she had intercourse with Kobe, when Gayle King and Susan Rice were condemning Kobe right after he died. And Snoop Dogg and a lot of people, me included, were pissed off about that.
Yeah, now watch this.
Like a nappy dog-haired bitch or something like that.
Watch this, though. It's okay for you to disagree. But when he said he was going to send some people, you fucking around with Suzanne Rice, bro. He fucked off. I told him when he said it, I was like, nigga, you crazy. He said, man, you talking about this shit? We gonna send somebody at you. I was like, you talking to Suzanne Rice. You ain't sending nobody to fucking Suzanne Rice. Suzanne Rice will send a fucking, you fucking around with Suzanne Rice, your house is gonna be surrounded by black Suburbans, nigga. She gonna surround your house with black Suburbans and snatch you out. You out your fucking mind talking to fucking Suzanne Rice like that? Like for real. Like these niggas don't know politics. You can't. Suzanne Rice will get your ass put up underneath something. Wasn't she like Secretary of State? She's either the Secretary of, what was she?
She wasn't the Secretary of State, but she was close to it in both Obama and Biden's administrations. If you guys subscribe to the deep state kind of thinking, I don't, but a lot of people do. She's the embodiment of deep state. She's very well connected and very well respected. And so, yeah, that's not the person you want to be talking sideways.
You don't talk shit to her. You don't do it. Like, don't do it. I'm telling you, you can't get away with it. I can get away with it. I promise to God I can get away with it. But I know full well you niggas can't get away with it. She will send shit to your house, man. They don't play. I'm telling you, those feds don't fucking play. And once you're a fed, you're always one. Once you're a meg like Obama, dude, play with Obama. Play with that dude. Play with Michelle Obama. You'll have niggas running up in you would never thought would be coming at you. You got to have respect for the power structure of the United States of America. And Snoop Dogg acted like he was going to send something at Suzanne Rice. Dude, Suzanne Rice, do you know how many people would love to see Suzanne Rice dead? Do you know how many people Suzanne Rice made dead? Like, think about how many bodies she got. If you had to like count how many people Suzanne Rice is responsible for being dead, her face would be covered with black tattoos. But yet you got 1 or 2 niggas pop a nigga here, and you think you fucking with Suzanne Rice, bro? Now, you said, I don't remember Snoop saying that. Yeah. But they didn't say it about Suzanne. They said it about Oprah.
And Gail King. It was really
Yeah,
Gail King was the because she immediately after Kobe died, she did that. Where it was clear that Kobe didn't do that crime.
the fucking worst,
And
bro.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got to roll, y'all, but I'll catch up with y'all later.
All right, man.
Yep, y'all
Oh,
take it
so I kicked off. Come on, my bad.
Yeah,
All right, man.
Fanon. Yeah, Fanon. He did loop in Susan Rice because she came to Gail King's defense, and I like Gail King. I
Ooh.
respect her, but when she did that just after Kobe died, I was furious. And to pick up on your
Mute.
point
Or
further,
did I
you
mute
don't
you?
do that to someone who's connected government wise, or any. I don't do that anyway, but especially someone like a Susan Rice.
Oh man, that's a dangerous play. You playing with her. You playing. I put it this way. I say the same thing about Turkey Al-Sheikh. I would never cut a deal with him. I don't want to play in that field. I don't want to play over there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking with Suzanne Rice. I don't feel like dealing with the military, bro. I'm not fucking with Turkey Al-Sheikh and taking no contract from Turkey Al-Sheikh. Do you know how dangerous that man is outside the United States? He may
Oh
be
yeah.
that dangerous. He may be that dangerous in the United States. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
dude, yeah, I'm not fucking with. I mean, fuck. And again, I'll say it. Fuck you, Turkey. But most people I would say, you guys don't need to be fucking around like that, man. That's some dangerous shit, man.
It is. It is. And you notice, and this is what I keep telling people. People say, oh, the US president's the most powerful person in the world. I said, no, the crown prince of Saudi Arabia is, because anytime he meets Putin, anytime he meets Trump, anytime he meets Xi, they kiss the ring of the crown prince. That's the
He's the
most
most
powerful
powerful. He's the most powerful person you know.
that I know. Yeah. I'll say that.
Because
The
he
most
ain't
powerful
the
person
most
I know.
powerful. And there's a real case on that in Putin. I don't think he's more powerful than Putin.
You don't think he's more powerful than Putin?
No, because he stands in between two things. So his power comes from his proximity to those things. Putin is powerful in and of himself without anybody else. So
But
no.
they got that indictment. The International Criminal Court issued that indictment on Putin, and nobody's done that to the crown prince for
Yeah, but
Jamal Khashoggi.
they might as well rip that shit and they could write that shit in toilet paper and wipe their ass with it. It's Putin. They could put an international judgment on Putin. He could toilet paper will wipe his ass with that shit and throw it away. They ain't gonna do nothing to Putin. You know what I mean?
He can't travel to certain countries. He can only travel to a select few because the countries that subscribe to that line of thinking have pledged to arrest him. But I take your point. Putin is very powerful. And the fact that we gave up Victor Bout, the merchant of death, responsible for killing tens of millions of people in Africa and American soldiers in Vietnam and Afghanistan and Iraq for Brittany Griner. Talk about a dumb trade. That was
Yeah.
like the most lopsided trade ever. Hey, I sent you this video, Fanon, of Rolly Romero. I was yesterday, Fight Hub TV released it, and he was talking about how he wishes that Brian Norman Jr. wins, and he was like, he picked up to where on Tim Bradley's point, but he said this time, I hope Turkey makes the ring really small. I hope they put ankle weights on Devin Haney because he's going to be running. He said he's going to be running like a turkey with his head cut off. That's what your boy Rolly Romero said. If you want to check out that video, it was just
Okay.
Rolly's.
So, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you want to check out that video? I sent it to you yesterday. I think it's like a 5-6 minute interview or so. But Rolly went in. He went in on Canelo. He called Canelo a disgrace to boxing, saying he's he's not even concerned about legacy. He's ducking Benavidez. He's just cashing out. He disrespected, not disrespected. He constructively criticized Canelo's performance against William Skull, saying that he knew Turkey was already had the Crawford fight sign up. He didn't need to engage. He didn't even try because he's just chasing the money. That's all he is. So Rolly went in on everybody in that Fight Hub interview. That was a great, when you have the time, I would recommend.
Oh, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna branch out shit. I did a Brian Norman video today. I'll do a Rolly video today. I'm just gonna be a little bit more relaxed and start doing some videos on stuff that is less view driven. So yeah, I will. And I appreciate you always pushing me to do things that are less, that are really within the, that are really relevant things. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that much, much more often.
Well, I didn't want to take away time from your father because I didn't know if you were still.
Oh, he's good, man. He's getting out of rehab in 8 days.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, he's getting out of rehab in 8 days. So he went from a debilitating stroke to being out of rehab inside of about less than 3 weeks.
Oh,
less than 2 weeks. Yeah, God was really good to my dad, man. Really, really glad. Really, really good to my dad.
Thank God. Thank God.
That's
so, yeah, with that, I just wanted to end with this. You guys, be careful who you mess around with or who you even talk to. We saw what happened with Michael Irvin, where he was wrongly accused of groping a woman, and then he was left out of the Super Bowl coverage for the NFL Network. Luckily for Irvin, he had a lot of witnesses there that said the woman had actually touched him, and he wasn't inappropriate at all.
That should happen to Rolly too.
It happened to Rolly. Happened to Victor Ortiz. I don't know if you remember. I'm a tree bro. I'm a tree bro. He got something where
He did.
They say that a woman has hell has no fury like a woman's wrath. Scorn. Yep. So be careful. We saw what happened to Kobe, and we didn't see the grace and deference that was given to him in light of his passing when Gayle King and others were talking about that thing that was long settled, that was known, that he was set up for. And we're seeing what's going on with Haney. And none of us here, none of us wish the worst on Haney. We just want to say that, hey, look, when you reap what you sow, karma, whatever you want to call it, some of that stuff can come back on you. We hope that this Haney thing goes away, and be careful too, because I heard that they got Diddy, according to Fanon, on sex trafficking. These days, the law, and you can talk about this, Fanon, if you want to or not, the law is so on that sex trafficking is ridiculous, because you can essentially get charged with sex trafficking if your wife is in another state. Let's say your girlfriend's in another state. Let's say you fly her in from Atlanta, and then you do boyfriend and girlfriend kind of stuff. The feds can technically charge you for sex trafficking. So what?
Because you brought her over for the purposes of it.
Yeah. Well, they deem it's for the purposes. You could say, hey, look, that's just part of the relationship. That may be a small part of the relationship. So they can twist and connive these charges. I really hope they get Diddy. I really hope Trump follows through and gives Diddy a pardon, because you look at people like, and that's why they won't release the real Epstein tapes. You know who's all in the Epstein tapes besides the names you know? Bill Gates. Bill Gates is in the fucking Epstein tapes. Bill Gates likes to play holier than thou. The government lets him have a monopoly of Microsoft over Apple. They were suing Apple for the iPhone. The government, the antitrust people were. But Bill Gates is front and center in the Epstein tapes. He literally had to pay a woman that he was harassing, sexually harassing and groping, $120 million when he was at Microsoft. And that led to the divorce with his wife. Everything was under wraps.
That dude right there is 100. That motherfucker right there is Illuminati.
Yep. Absolutely.
That, let me tell you, because man, I remember when I was a little kid, man, my dad and my brother were talking about how IBM fucked up because they basically gave Bill Haney a contract. Not Bill Haney, Bill Gates, excuse me. One crook, another crook. Basically gave Bill Gates all of the software contracts. Yep. And my father was like, that's fucking crazy, because they were like, they wanted the hardware, the soft, so they gave all of that to Bill Gates. Who the fuck, why would they just give the software to them, knowing the value of the software the way they gave it away? And then the way he would go into businesses is they would have licenses, but you could copy these licenses as many times as you wanted. There was nothing preventing anybody from putting them on as many machines as they could. So then they come in with an audit, find out that you have all this stuff that they knew you were going to do, because basically Microsoft became like a mini virus within your organization, but they want to charge you for the people that for the extra licenses you put out. So that way they're like, okay, well, just give us a bigger contract for longer and you won't have to pay us for all this thieving you were doing from us. But basically Bill Gates set them up to steal from them. Again, a setup move. I'm going to give you my record, but I'm not going to block you from copying it. Right? So I give you 10 licenses. You, of course, the way people work, they're going to put it on 1,000 machines. And then he gets you stuck for 990 and be like, no worries. Just, even though he set you up to begin with, man, Bill Haney, Bill Gates, whatever. Bill Gates is same bullshit, bro. Same crackhead, crack, dishonest ass man. Like the way he's trying to fucking take all that. He's claiming he's doing stuff for Africa, but he's really trying to fucking take advantage of that. All of the hydroelectric power in the Congo.
Yep. Absolutely. Not only that, Bill Gates acts like he's like, I'm all in favor of women's health. He puts himself, and the only reason I talk about him is because he puts himself front and center. He writes in the American medical journals. He acts like he's this expert who cares about people, but he's really just a dirty guy, and he's protected because it makes no sense for the Justice Department to file an antitrust suit against Apple, who's had to deal with the most uncompetitive, monopolistic practices that Microsoft has been allowed to have for decades, and you file an antitrust suit against Apple for the iPhone when they have to compete, and they've been successful. Credit to the late Steve Jobs. May his memory rest in peace. May him rest in peace. And you file a lawsuit against Apple when they're dealing with the monopolistic practices that you allow Microsoft to have, that you broke up AT&T for. Microsoft is guilty of more than AT&T was when they broke them up.
Yeah.
So you guys be careful with these women. If you're not part of this protected elite that Bill Gates is part of, they will come after you. I really hope that, and then be careful with these trafficking things. They can write the laws in ways that suit them to where, you're not even doing a crime, and then they concoct it, basically. So I really hope that with this Diddy, I mean, this guy to me was treated rather poorly based on what I know. Again, I wasn't in the trial.
Well,
I
no,
didn't see
I'll tell you for sure he was, because they could have just got him on the prostitution, just file that. But they put him on a RICO charge. They put him on a RICO charge. No, they did it for publicity. And I said at the beginning, I knew he was going to get off of that RICO charge. He's going to get off of that. And now, even with the prostitution, he's going to appeal that. He's going to appeal that.
And he should
appeal that. And somebody said that there's no mandatory minimum for that, so they may even get him on time served. He can go fuck home, bro. But if he was guilty of prostitution, hey man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. Guilty as charged, bro. You know what I'm saying? I may or may not have, long time ago at a bachelor party, nigga might have lost his mind a little bit, but still, that don't mean I got to go to jail for the shit. Okay.
Exactly. That doesn't mean you have to raid all of his properties. I think they raided like 10 of his houses and stuff like that.
All to make him look bad. All to make him look bad and ruin his name.
Exactly.
All to make him look bad and ruin his name.
Exactly.
Because he wanted, you know why? And I'm going to tell you why I think it is. And if I was the ruler of the world, bro, I would pay Diddy with this for nothing else. I tried to support Diddy by drinking some Ciroc. That was the most grotesque shit I had ever had in my body. And I vomited it up like you would not believe, bro. Like, because I stopped drinking rum, like whiskey. I used to drink whiskey, but I stopped drinking whiskey, and I was like, man, because I do like to drink, but I don't want anything heavy. And they're like, vodka's a little bit better because it's, it's clearer, because it's a clear liquor, it's distilled, it's just water and weed or whatever. So anyway, they said the best choice for drinking, it would be a vodka, clear liquor. So I got clear liquor and I started, sipping on vodka. The difference between a 14-time distilled vodka and Ciroc has to be the difference between, I don't know, the finest grade of, powder and crack. Because I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my body? I took a sip of that Ciroc and I was fucked up. I mean, and I'm telling you, it was not vodka fucked up. My body was feeling fucked up. And I immediately, maybe an hour later, threw it all up. So he is trying to sell this poison into, and that's why I always had a problem with Puffy, is because he was selling that poison into our community. But then I listened to what he said, and he was actually making an argument that, look, dude, I want to do my own production. But then I was like, damn, if he wants to do his own manufacturing, his own production of alcohol, that means he can give us the 14 times distilled in a Ciroc bottle and not that blue poison he gave us. Because he's not making Ciroc. They're making Ciroc for the black community. And I'm telling you, it's fucking grotesque. Alcohol is all toxic. But that shit right there is something else, where you can drink just a little shot of regular vodka, get a nice little buzz, and you ain't got to worry about it fucking your whole body up. So, because it's alcohol and all the other poisons associated with it. So I listened to what Puffy said about that and being able to, get the same thing that these other guys got. And then I started thinking, man, I bet you Matthew McConaughey's vodka isn't fucking blue and about to make everybody sick. I wonder whether, and I started looking at these other products that these people are associating themselves with. And I'm telling you, there's a quality difference to the relabeled products for white people and the relabeled products for black people, because that liquor is being made by a distributor, and they're just labeling that bottle. They designed the bottle and they pumped that blue poison in there and pushed it off. And that's the best that Puffy could get. But if Puffy's dealing with me, if Puffy's dealing with somebody that wants to actually give him some good shit, we'll just say, hey man, look, we got distribution. We'll just give you a, what do you call it? We'll give you a distribution deal. We'll give you access to our facilities. We'll put clear alcohol out that is not going to kill you, right off the bat. It'll kill you eventually, but it won't kill you right away. And you can have clear quality liquor that can compete against Grey Goose, against Absolute, against those other really good vodkas. You know what I mean? So that's what I was listening to. And it seemed like, oh, okay, boom, this nigga hits with a racketeering charge. I know who that is.
Exactly.
We know who did that. We know who's doing that. The universal middlemen. The financiers. The ones, I don't need your fucking money, bro, to finance shit, number one. We got the money, so we don't need your money. So we finna move and get something done, and these dudes pop a charge on him. They pop a charge on him because he was about to get some good liquor. No, Ciroc is, whatever Ciroc is, that's the nastiest shit, and I fucking threw it up all over the fucking place. I bought Ciroc. That shit made me vomit. I went to the court and asked, when you go to a real liquor store, the people really know liquor.
Oh, yeah.
I asked them about the Ciroc, and they were like, poison. They were like, it's got a good bottle. But then they pointed me to the 14-time distilled Wheatley. It was like, this is what you want. You don't want this. You want this. I'm telling you, because there's all kind of, to make it sweet and all of that shit. It's like a fucking syrup. He said Diego was just trying to get him because he wanted to be bigger than them. Now, I'm telling you, man, there's a systematic, they pump so much poison into the black neighborhood with black actors, black public figures, that he was just a vehicle to pump poison into the neighborhood. That's all he is. But if he wants to step outside of that and say, look, I don't want to just give poison to the neighborhood. I want to sell, because guess what? White folk get to do that shit. When I go if you try this one time, if you like wine, go to a wine store and ask the guy and say, hey, look, I want to get some really, really good wine, but I don't want to pay a high price. They will go, and guess what white people get to do? White people get to buy the same high price liquor. Watch this shit. You can have a $200 bottle of wine, right? White people get to buy the same wine at cost and put it in a $30 bottle of wine. So, and then they put a nice little picture on it, right? But only if you know, will you know that wine in the $30 bottle is the same wine as that $300 bottle. But only in the know white people get to buy it for the lesser cost. Meanwhile, everybody that doesn't know has to buy the $300 title. There's also, watch this shit. Do you know that certain people can go to banks and they can get loans for zero interest while everybody else in the bank has to pay whatever percentage? It's the same people that get to sell you the $30 bottle of $600 wine. Because when you walk in, they gotta tell me where the fucking wine is.
Exactly.
I ask them. I say, what's the good shit? And I'm telling you, I'm looking at them with an attitude. What's the good shit? I know that $1,000 bottle you got stuffed in some other shit that I can buy for next to nothing. So you better tell me which ones that I can get the next to nothing in. But the used people, they get to walk in and they immediately give them the benefit of it. They immediately give them zero interest loans. Many of these big companies that you think people built on it, no. There was a group of people that just gave them the money and said, you don't even have to pay us back. Just do what we ask you to do because you're part of our family. Guess who gets those loans? The kid, because I'm in the family. You not in the family.
He's got that Greek blood. He's got the merchant marine background. So he is the A guy. Hey, Vadon, I'm going to jump off.
All right,
but
bro.
Once I get off, can you give me that Desert Storm diss again of Tim Bradley going in And then make sure you look at that Rolly Romero saying that Devin's gonna fight like a turkey with his head cut off, and he hopes that has a small ring with ankle weights around both of them. All right, man, give me that Desert Storm diss. With that,
Got
I'm
it
out.
right now on the
Out.
way. Yes, sir. Hey, I even put that shit in the video for Kamal. I'm not lying, bro. I'm not lying. He said I heard tequila and rum was safer than clear bourbon or whiskey. Tequila, no, I don't know. It's because the liquor store said. I said I'm going to try to see it. It's true. I know it's all bad, but look. Anyway, vodka is only thing vodka is water and wheat. When you have other liquors that are brown and all that shit, who knows what the fuck they put in that shit? Seriously, you better to get it uncut. You better, that's if you do it. Better not to drink at all. Let me get this for Kamal real quick. I ain't lying though, bro. I can get those deals, man. They can't rip me off. Because my family's white. You know what I mean? That's some of the things when you're in an ancient white family, you'll start learning those things, bro. These AI tools.
Teenagers are building businesses with AI, while the only AI. Yo, Tim Desert Storm Bradley. Guess what? It's real. It's official, baby. It's official. Brian Norman Jr. You saw it. Yep, I believe it was Mike Coppinger put it out. Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney is official. Man, I'm about to tell you right now, Brian Norman Jr. I just got off of Craigslist, man. Craigslist, go on Craigslist, man. Spawn partner's gonna be cheap for this fight. Spawn partner's gonna be cheap. Man, get you about 3 or 4 chickens, $25 a piece. You're gonna need to chase some chickens around if you're gonna catch Devin Haney. My gosh, that boy gonna be all moving around all around the ring. He gonna be all on the top ropes. I promise you, man. Listen, your own boy gonna be all moving around all around the ring. He gonna be all on the top ropes. I promise you, man. Listen, you don't need no bed. You ain't gonna need no humans. You're not gonna need. You gonna need some chickens. That boy is fast. His feet are fast. Woo, man, I'm trying to tell you. Listen, y'all. Hey, if you listen to me, man, you're gonna win this fight. But if you don't listen, if you don't get you some chickens, you're not gonna catch this man, Haney. He is not gonna be touched. I promise you, man. This gonna be one of them difficult fights. You're gonna be frustrated all night, man. You're gonna be frustrated. That boy gonna move. He gonna move. He ain't gonna let you set your and plant your feet. He gonna move all night. I don't care what he say. He ain't standing there. He ain't finna be no fool like he was against Ryan Garcia. He not finna sit there in exchange with you. Hell no. He already know. He gotta watch that left hook of yours. You gotta cut that ring off, bro. You gonna have to cut that ring off. Frustration in your head, you and your daddy gonna be going crazy in that corner if you don't cut this man off, bro, and figure out a way to corner Haney. Because you gonna have to do it often. That boy is tactical. He tactical. Yeah, what I mean by that is, people, guess what? He gonna tie Norman ass up. He gonna tie him up. Norman ain't gonna, hey, look, Norman gonna have to fight him off. Norman gonna have to put some damn bug spray on him or something. He gonna have to do something to keep that boy, hey, from tying him up. He gonna have to do something, man. Anyways, man, look. First initial thoughts. Look at the boxing stances. Look at the boxing stances. I know it, man. I like yelling. I know I do, but I be like to get my point across. First thing you do, look at the boxing stances. First thing you do, you got flat-footed versus the athletic stance. Devin Haney, all right? Flat-footed, don't do well with athletic boxing stances. Don't do well against them slow feet, moving the feet. That's why the chickens are very important in this. The chickens are important in this. Damn, I'm spitting all on this thing. But yeah, and then you look at jab defense. You Gotta look at that. Jab defense. Guess who got better jab defense? Devin Haney. You know, look, I still think he done. Soon as he get touched on that chin, that's it. Gotta get touched on that chin. Ooh, and then he get touched on that chin by Norman Jr. Telling you, man, it's gonna be another. He gonna go down that same road he went with Ryan Garcia, down that same road, face down, ass up in the air. Yeah. But anyways, look, I'll break down a little bit more. That's a little bit of breakdown right there. And you know that little bitty piece right there, that should tell you where I'm leaning. However, damn good fight. Give it up for Haney. Hey, never ducking no smoke. Peace.
That's funny. Vincent Salamatino. That nigga said, ancient white family is wild. Hold on. He said, ancient white families is wild. Sounds like you married into the Gatsby family. Hell no. They would have to move in. They would have to marry into mine. Nah, bro. For real. One of my proudest things of that my entire life, bro, is that I am of ancient Greek descent. My mother's maiden name is like 20 letters long, bro. It's HPLASCLASCOVITIE. It's old as hell. My mother's family is the oldest family in Europe. Literally older than the Rothschilds. We're older than the Medicis. We're older than everybody, bro. No, true story. My family is older than every European family that you can name. Older than the Rothschilds, older than the Medicis, older than everybody, older than all of the Russians, all of them. We are the oldest European family in the world. I'm telling you, man, we can trace our lineage well past and through Alexander the Great. Yeah, that's how old my European family is. So no, I didn't marry into anything. I was born into it. Thank you very much. I didn't marry into anything. And if you marry me, you marry into that. Okay. I remember a while ago you were talking about reading European history. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, we're the oldest European family in the world. My family is older than Putin's family. My family is older than the British royal family. My family is older than every royal family in Europe. We were there before the royal system was implemented. Thank you very much. So, no, I'm not worried about you niggas, man. Thank you very much. That's why I put on that. I even tell you dudes that when I put that in my email. My name is H. Plasclascovidi. Hymeus Plasclascovidi. That's my mother's name. My mother's maiden name is Plasclascovidi. And that is the oldest name in Europe. Let me repeat. My mother's maiden name is Plasclascovidi. And that is the oldest name in European history. Every other name came after that name. So yeah, dog, I got a lot of pride in my family, bro. I do. Now, some of my family own a lot of oil in Texas. They own law firms in Texas. They're extraordinarily wealthy people in Texas. Yeah, my family in Europe are extraordinarily wealthy people, man. They own the oldest companies in the world, man. I went to a meeting of the world's biggest family business, right? I was in the meeting because our business was part of the biggest family business. We just had a little teeny weeny portion of the world's biggest family business. And I think our firm at the time was doing like $50 million. And we were just one of the smallest portions of this really big family business. We own some of the people own started the National Enquirer. They owned all the printing presses in Europe. They started the printing presses in Europe thousands of years ago, man. I think those guys can track back their shit like almost 4,000 years in Europe. They founded Greece. Come on, man. My family founded Greece, bro. Anyway, to know your relatives, my family's founded Greece. So I'm not trying to hear you niggas, okay? My mama's family founded Greece. So we're not trying to hear none of you niggas and none of you niggas talking, okay? Anyway, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Much love. He said, I love history. I'm always obsessed with tracing things back as far as possible. It got to be an amazing feeling to actually be able to trace your lineage. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful thing. And guess what? I look just like him. It's freaky. Like all of them look just like me. Like all the men in those families, they would know I was their kin just by looking at me because I got a bald head, I got big ears, straight nose, and a white beard. They all look the same, man. All my cousins look the same. All my white, Greek, Italian cousins, we all look the same. Very, very similar. Heavy, heavy genetics. So anyway, yeah, man, I'm not black. The only place in the world I'm black, just so you know, the only place in the world where they categorize me as black is in the United States. Everywhere else I'm white or colored, according to their how they decide that stuff. But because in the United States it's the one drop rule, everybody in my family that had any African in them became black. And then everybody that didn't have African in them became white. And that's how they broke our family up. But our family is coming back together, bro. We're not tripping on that shit no more. So good luck for you niggas trying to get over, Bill. I don't care how farly distantly related you are, bro. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces.